Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Did you miss me? Well, if you did, I'm back just in time with another video, and this one will be my first sketching video ever. Wait. I am not going to complicate this video, okay? Whether you're a professional or someone who has just started sketching portraits specifically, then you're gonna love this one. Hopefully. After watching tons and tons of videos and reading articles about portrait drawings, I have realized something. It is not as complicated as it seems, and anybody can draw. Oh, the dreaded empty canvas. Some videos are going to tell you this works, while the other videos are going to tell you something else works. So I did the wisest thing. I took notes from everywhere, and then I created my own little version of it. There's going to be 3 parts. The first part will be focused on choosing reference correctly. You cannot have a boring reference and then expect your paintings or sketches to look amazing. The second part would be explaining Loomis Method. Okay, I know I promised a long time ago that I will be sharing it, so I thought it was about time I take out my sketchbook and I give you all the secrets. I will also be doing a couple of exercises. This exercise is fun because you don't actually have to draw anything. And the last part would be implementation of everything that I have told you in the video so far. So we're gonna go in and start sketching. We're gonna take out our cheapest that available to humankind, mankind, and artists around the world. A sketchbook and a pencil. So let's begin. A lot of people are going to tell you, stop using references if you want to get creative. Boys and girls, you're only learning. Use references, and here's how you pick them. The most important part about any reference is the lighting. You don't want overexposed or underexposed images. Choose the one that has balanced lighting. You just get enough shadows. They look really cool when sketching. The second part is unique facial features. You don't want to choose boring facial features. This will help you distinguish between different types of faces. That is my only reason. This one's tricky. You don't actually need to choose overly expressive images, but you don't want someone looking all bland and boring. Then the mood. I think expressions and mood go hand in hand. This one's my own little interpretation. There was one artist who I think I saw said that if you get the eyes right, you get 50% of the portrait right. Let's move to the second part of the video, which is Loomis Method. I will make this very simple. All you have to do is draw a circle and a couple of lines. I call these the wrapping lines. Why wrapping lines? Because they go around a subject. We're assuming there's a head that is looking in the left direction. We're going to draw a sphere or a circle, as you may call it. Then we're going to draw a vertical line, which basically divides the face into 2 halves, the left and the right. This line actually goes from the center of the nose. Base of the nose which touches the face, not the tip. The tip falls over this line. Our face is curved from the front, the top, the back. But from the sides, it's kind of flat. This is where the ear placement is. Then we draw the horizontal line, which goes across the center of the sphere, but this time horizontally. It is also slightly curved. This is going to denote the eyebrows. Now where the oval shape ends, we're going to draw another line on top of this horizontal line. And this is where the hairline is. Sometimes the hair falls over this hairline. Now we're going to multiply this space twice, but at the bottom. The first one will be for the nose end, the end, not the tip. And lastly, the chin. And lastly, we're going to draw the jawline. Men have more sharper jawline, for example, Chris Hemsworth, hot. And women have much more softer jawline. Let's go and see if everything falls into place. The tip falls over this line. If we divide the last section into exact 2 halves, the upper half is where the lips are going to be. I mean, this was my little version of it. This kind of works for me every single time. Let's do a little exercise. If you have an iPad, this exercise is going to be a little bit easier, but if you don't, get ready to spoil your favorite magazines just for the sake of learning portraits. We're going to take out these different references and then we're going to start marking our key points. First by drawing the circle, then the line of symmetry, the horizontal line. This I like to call the T section. Practice this exercise as much as possible. If you're finding it hard to draw circles and curved lines, draw boxes. I mean, our head is a box, and an empty box at that. I know mine is. This will also help you understand perspective. Sometimes when perspective comes into play, our ratios get messed up. You will see that later in further examples. It's fine if you mess up a few features here and there. As long as you're happy with what it looks like in the end, keep learning. Let's put everything that we have learned so far into practice. I've been talking a lot. I need to rest. Just kidding. I chose this first reference because he kind of looks hot. I mean, he fits the criteria of a perfect reference. We're gonna start off by drawing the circle, the vertical line for the nose, the horizontal for the eyebrows, and he has a very prominent eyebrow. And lastly, the jawline, which is so sharp in this case. Wow. The light here is hitting from the right direction, so the shadows are going to be towards the left. We're gonna mark the areas for the chin, the hairline, and the nose. Now when I'm happy with the placements, which I think are kind of looking right and I'm confident, and I know that I will not mess it up, I individually sketch out different facial features, starting with the nose. I don't know why I decided to draw the nose first. Then I'm going to trace out the eyebrows, the nose end, and the mouth area. Mouth is slightly open and he has full lips. When I'm happy with a general sketch, in the end, I will correct the face shape. Marking the eye corner on the same plane is very important. It also prevents your character from looking like a sloth. Let's draw the eyes. His face is tilted towards the left, so his eyelids actually droop towards the right. Maybe another video, some other day. And finally, I'm going to copy the hair shape. When shading, I like to work in layers. First, I do the lighter strokes, which will keep getting darker, just like my jokes. I will pick areas of shadow that I see in the reference. For example, here near the eyes, the nose area. The nose shadow is very prominent, and you can see that it instantly made a difference when I drew it. The inner corner of the mouth and the lips. For the hair, I become lazy and I do the zigzag hatching to cover larger areas. I don't have the patience to draw every single hair strand. This piece is done. Let's do another example. Let's mark points without wasting time. You can see here as the head turns, the chin becomes smaller and the jawline becomes much more prominent. And this guy is looking slightly at the top as well. Now I'm going to repeat the tracing of different features individually. The eyes are made slightly bigger deliberately because I wanted to give slightly cartoonish effect to it. These sketches are so small and quick. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with giant portraits, especially in the beginning. If you look at artists like Sam and Loish, okay, if you are in the art world and you don't know who Sam and Loish are, get your priorities straight. You will notice that they have a distinguished style now. Anytime you look at a Sam's painting, you know that this is the guy who drew it. Similarly with Loish. All of this also helped you in finding your own style. There was a prominent hair flip which I decided to copy, while everything else was, again, random. Now let's move to a female portrait. This is more cartoonized style because I don't actually have a reference for it. I did have it when I was drawing, but then I forgot to take a screenshot and I lost it. Let's mark our key points. The head is tilted towards the right. I'm gonna give her big eyes and a smaller nose. Finally gonna give her some bun and bangs. Sometimes I use tissue to smudge because my fingers are precious. No, really. Sometimes tissues blend out evenly, especially covering larger areas. Sometimes when I want to challenge myself, I draw the face shape first without any guidelines and I realize why I'm still a beginner. And this is exactly what I did with this one. That is why this girl has a big forehead, which I didn't plan to draw, but now she does. Anyway, people with big forehead, attendance please. I was told this week by someone that my voice sounds like a baby. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to change that in this video. Let's go. I also realized the light is hitting from the right everywhere, like in all of my references. This was so not planned. Whatever. This dude looks so stoned. Aside from that, the angle caught my eye. This is a pretty challenging pose if you ask me. So I decided to show you guys how my little rules failed in this particular perspective. You can see that the chin area is so very prominent, more than it should be. And there is hardly any forehead. The eye shape you cannot make out. And the nostrils are flaring. Anyway, when a character is being viewed from the top or the bottom, there are more chances of the face looking like a burger patty. So flat, I mean. I will be releasing a slower version of this so you guys can practice along with me. It will be like a real-time series. And if you have successfully made it so far in this video, I'm grateful for your support. Thank you for supporting this noob. And hopefully this video taught you a thing or two. I will be making a similar series next week. And this time I'm going to be targeting different facial features, starting with eyes. Until then, keep practicing, keep sketching. Please subscribe to my channel because a little support would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.